Chapter 35. Lana checked the time and noticed that it was gradually getting later. She expressed her concern by exclaiming, "What should we do now? We've spent almost half of the day in this place. It's nearly noon already." Adelmo rose from his seat, his curiosity piqued as he reached for the brochures showcasing the town's attractions. His eyes locked onto a fountain that seemed strangely familiar, and he eagerly handed it over to Lana. With a mix of anticipation and uncertainty, he asked, "Could this be what I think it is?" Lana's mind raced back to the vivid details of her dream, and a spark of recognition ignited within her. She gazed at the image of the fountain, her voice filled with a sense of wonder. "I remember this from my dream. But where is it? Can you recall the specific time of day when this enchanting scene unfolds?" Filled with worry and a sense of urgency, Adelmo bombards Lana with a series of questions. His anxiety mounted as he desperately sought reassurance about his grandfather's safety. Without wasting a moment, they both rushed out of the door, their hearts pounded with fear. However, as soon as they step outside, Adelmo's concern for Lana's well-being took precedence. Realized the potential danger that lurked in the outside world, he stopped abruptly and turned to Lana, his voice filled with genuine concern. "It's too risky out there, Lana. I can't bear the thought of anything happening to you." Lana reassured Adelmo, "I understand your concern, but I'll be all right. However, what about Sierra?" Adelmo, concerned for Sierra's safety, opened the door again and asked her directly, "Would you like to come with us? If you prefer to stay in the car, you'll be safe." Sierra felt fearful of the situation outside, politely declined, saying, "No, thank you. I'm too scared to be out there right now." Adelmo acknowledged her decision and assured her, "All right, I want you to have a choice. We'll be back soon." Exited the room. They made their way down the corridor toward the reception desk. Adelmo approached the front desk attendant, handed over the brochure with a curious expression. "Could you kindly guide us to this enchanting fountain?" he inquired. The person behind the desk pondered for a brief moment, carefully formulated the perfect route before providing them with detailed directions. Grateful for the assistance, both Adelmo and his companion expressed their gratitude and hastily depart through the door, eager to embark on their fountain-seeking adventure. With a sense of urgency, they swiftly hopped into the car and zoomed away, following the precise directions given to them. Their hearts are filled with hope, desperately wishing to reach their destination in time. As they sped through the streets, their eyes widened in disbelief as they witnessed the eerie sight of zombies scurrying around town. Suddenly, Adelmo spotted one of the undead creatures right in the middle of the road, prompted him to press harder on the accelerator. The car collided with the zombie, causing a bone-chilling impact. The first zombie's body forcefully slammed against the bumper, resulting in its legs being severed, while its head detached from the body, creating a gruesome splatter against the windshield. As they drew closer to their target, Adelmo's keen eyes caught sight of the next adversary. With a swift motion, he eased his pace and skillfully unsheathed his gleaming sword. Leaned out of the window, he extended his weapon toward the oncoming threat, aimed to sever its head from the front side of its neck. Adelmo's determination and precision are evident as he prepared to strike, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Lana glanced behind her, while Adelmo checked the rearview mirror and realized that he had only managed to sever half of the zombie's neck. As a result, the head of the undead creature toppled backwards, but remains connected to its body. The gruesome scene unfolded, sending shivers down their spines as they continued to their destination through the horde of zombies. As the blood gushed out from the body, it abruptly collapsed backwards, hitting the ground with a thud, causing the head to detach completely. Lana, who had been observing the gruesome scene, couldn't help but feel a wave of nausea wash over her as she was overwhelmed by the sight of all that blood. Adelmo noticed her distress, turned to Lana and gently inquired, "Are you all right?" Lana's voice trembled as she responded, I'm fine, I guess. It's just, I never imagined it would be like this. Watching horror movies is one thing, but experiencing it firsthand is a whole new level of terror." Adelmo agreed, Absolutely, it's a completely different experience. Just wait until you catch a whiff of the odor they emit. That alone can make you feel sick to your stomach. Lana was already feeling unwell when she suddenly caught a whiff of an unpleasant odor. As she glanced at Adelmo, her complexion instantly drained of color. In a rush, she lowered the car window, only to be hit by an even stronger stench. Overwhelmed, Lana began to vomit out of the window while the car was still in motion. Her vomit was carried away by the wind, created a rather unpleasant sight. Adelmo, concerned about her well-being, located a safe area devoid of any zombies and brought the car to a gentle stop. He placed a comfort hand on Lana's back, gently rubbed it to offer her some solace. As he opened his mouth, he uttered, "Yes, that's the odor I was attempting to caution you about." Despite his warning, she proceeded to vomit until her stomach was completely empty, and even then, she continued to experience dry heaves, unable to find any relief. Adelmo gently guided her back into the car, made sure she was comfortable before rolling up the windows. He kindly suggested that she should cover her nose with a cloth to lessen the intensity of the scent, showing his concern for her well-being. As she followed his advice, she began to feel relief from the overpowering smell. Adelmo, being thoughtful, decided to drive carefully and only hit the ones that were roaming in the middle of the road with his car, all the while ensuring that the windows remained closed to minimize the unpleasant odor that seeped in. Adelmo's actions demonstrated his caring nature and his quick thinking in a challenging situation. By prioritizing her comfort and safety, he showed his compassion and responsibility as he navigated through the unpleasant circumstance with her best interests at heart. With a swift and calculated maneuver, he targeted the next zombie in his path, striking it forcefully with the corner of his car. The impact was so powerful that it cleanly severed the leg from the undead creature's body, causing it to plummet to the ground. However, as Adelmo glanced at the rearview mirror, he was taken aback to witness the zombie rising again, undeterred by its missing limb. Blood gushed from the stump where the leg once was, adding a gruesome touch to the already chilling scene.